right, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a little bit of a different video today, I hope. And I had this idea to do a shelf reorganization, but specifically I want to do like shelf decorating. And so it's not like I'm reorganizing all of my bookshelves. I really like how my main bookshelves look. So this video is just gonna be focusing on one of my shelves and making it look pretty. So I want to do an entire shelf dedicated to my romance books. I have been really loving reading romance novels lately, and I've finally gotten myself a copy of some of my favorite romance novels. And so I want to make an entire shelf dedicated to them and make it cute with some decor. So let us get into the video. All right, the lighting is a little bit different. So my main two bookshelves that you see in a lot of my videos are right over here. And so I've got two shorter bookshelves off to the left, off to the side, that are almost completely empty. I don't have enough books to fill them. It's kind of, for expansion purposes. But I like to dedicate one of these shelves for romance books. And the one problem I have is right now we have two cats, and the cats like to climb into these shelves. And so I have to decorate them in such a way that the cats won't knock things over as much. Wish me luck. We'll see how it goes. But I was thinking of moving, so this is my nonfiction. So moving my nonfiction down, because there are a few more books in that section, and then doing romance books up here because I have a few more decor pieces that could easily be knocked down by a cat or two. So let's get into a little time lapse and I will show you the process of like putting these shelves together, and I'll try not to like block too much of the screen. So let's do this. This is all of my nonfiction now, as well as I have a nook, an ancient nook, and then an iPad that I sometimes use for reading. Not super often, but I just stuck those in there. I also have a clipboard that I use for work sometimes, and I just needed a place to put it. It doesn't really fit in my desk. And then I also have my bullet journal, which is my reading journal as well. So then this top shelf is gonna be my romance books. So these are all of I don't have that many, but these are the romance books that I would like to put up there and decorate. So I'm gonna shift the perspective a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Being all sappy and making a romance shelf featuring myself and my husband. So let me walk you through what I did since I had to kind of add some filler space since I don't have that many romance books. Because I'm a cheesy romantic, I put all of the some birthday and Valentine's Day cards my husband has given to me for, you know, our relationship, blah. And then I also have our wedding guest book that we had at our wedding for people to sign as they came in, and I've just put a sticky over the date and whatnot. But yeah, very cute, very romantic, blah. Rainbow vomit. And then here we finally get into some of the books that I have in my romance collection. So I've got the Brown Sisters trilogy, Get a Life Chloe Brown, Take a Hint Danny Brown, and Act Your Age Eve Brown. Then I've got the Kiss Quotient, Red, White, and Royal Blue, and the Switch. I also have this sticker book, which was a gift from my sister-in-law, with a little plant. This is actually a cutting from my mom's pothos, and because I love my mom, I put her on this shelf, and she's actually doing really well. It's taken root, and hopefully it will one day bloom or grow into a beautiful, long, trailing pothos. So I wanted to put a little plant up here. Hopefully the cats won't get it. If they do, I will have to move that up higher. And then I just have a glass boot full of my colorful pens, my colorful markers. You know, I thought the rainbow colors kind of fit the colorful shelf. And then I have Happiness for Humans on the end. And who knows if this will stay as is, but I am pretty happy with the romance shelf for now. I know I'm all the way down here, but for this outro, I wanted you to be able to see the shelf. So I just wanted to say thank you so much if you watched this little video, and I will see you. The camera's falling. I will see you in my next video. Bye!